Hey everybody. This is Dallas, Texas. 10 degrees and some blowing snow, little light flurries. It's not too bad, huh? Hey everybody. As you can see, it's cold, nasty, and wet outside, and it's just terrible. This is Dallas, and there's no 10 degrees is awful. It says it's 22 right now, which is we're having a heat spell. So this week we're going to do a lot of work on what we do for artists, for social media, for their EPKs, for various work that they want us to do. And I'm going to show some of it up on the screen and give you some demonstrations. Hang tight. With this being kind of cold weather outside, it's a perfect time to work on some other projects that we have. Concert photography can be a weird beast, and I know there's going to be a little controversy in this subject, but one of the greatest real compliments that someone can do, an artist can do, is to use one of my photographs for their advertising in some way in their work. One of the reasons for that is it gives you exposure. Not only are you exposed to them, but they expose you to other artists. They expose you to all their fans. And when they give you a photo credit, people learn who you are, and others will seek you out to have you do work for them. Aaron Watson used one of my photographs for his advertisements and social media. I'm pretty sure he probably used it also for anything he used to deal with the venue. So, am I upset? No, because I'd already settled up with what I was going to do with the venue where I took the photograph in the first place. I own the copyright, and honestly, I was honored that he selected my work to do a job for him, which I thought was very nice. This is a picture of the original photo that was taken, and as you can see, there's nothing really special, but there is some really neat stuff to it. There's a lot of open space up here, negative space. He's off to the center, so this is a very classic shot of what we call rule of thirds and negative space in composition. So, this is what the shot looked like as done by his folks when they modified it to for their ads on for Canes in Tulsa, and he used it also in other places along his tour. Here's what happens and what it looks like after I modified it, and you can see the difference. So either way, he used the photograph. I'm happy. I'm pleased he selected it. Am I worried about being paid for it? I got a photo credit for it. I'm happy with that. I had already been taken care of by the people that had approved me to shoot the photo in the first place. So it's all good. I thank Aaron Watson completely for using my work. It's a great honor. One of the things I like to do is I like to take and shoot my photographs where there's not so much clutter, where I remove a lot of the junk that's in the background, mic stands, hardware, various other people, things like that. And I like to have enough room where I can have some negative space in places where I can do what I'm about to do, and I can place in logos, I can place in information, I can place in text, and get things set up so that um, the artist is able to use the photograph. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that take photographs for themselves. They don't care how they do things as far as that. They're not interested in that. But for me, one of the big things is to have the artist and or the venues or whoever I'm taking the photographs of or for to actually use the photographs. So in this case, I've got J. Isaiah Evans of and the Boss Tweed, which is a pretty new band, and this is taken at the Lava Cantina in the Colony. And you'll notice it's a pretty stock standard photo where I've got him pretty much centered. I've got some negative space here. I've got some space here, but that can be used as negative space also. And there's a lot of places here where I can go ahead and I can put in a logo or text or whatever. If he wants to use it for advertisement, he can put his contact information or have me put his contact information into it. You can put dates and times. I can put the venue in it. I can put his logo here and the Lava Cantinas up here. There's a lot of things that you can do with it, and all it's going to do when people use your photographs like that is gives you exposure. It's going to give you exposure to other people that are artists. It's going to give you more exposure to venues, and it's going to give you more access. So here it is with his logo, and you can see his logo down in the lower corner right here, and that's just simple. You just place his logo in the lower corner, and if he wants to add anything or wants to change it or move it, he can get with me. We can do it, and I can place it wherever he wants to have it. And we can put dates and times or whatever he wants to put for upcoming shows in the photograph form quickly and simply. Now, the photos I'm about to show you are of the Justin Russell Band, and they were done at a place called Mama Tried, and I'd been following Justin Russell and working with him for probably a year, okay, and this is some of the first batch, and like I was saying, you can take and put the Mama Tried logo up in the top, the date of the show, the artist's name, the location for the venue, and the telephone number for the venue. So as an artist, all they got to do is flip this up on Facebook, flip it up on whatever social media. If they want to put it on Instagram, wherever they want to put it. If they want to make flyers. When you walk into a venue and you show them this and you say, I'm here to photograph this artist and here's what we've done, they all of a sudden kind of look at it and go, oh, okay. So there's this has a lot of power in some ways. But what it does is not only do the venue see it, but also the fans see it, and that's what's important. There's Justin Russell, and you can see on this one, I've got it also at Mama Tried, and actually you can't see it, but across the bottom is where his telephone number is, the address to the venue, and all that. So all he had to do is just flip it up onto social media and let it go, and he is done. People will go and call and see, so you're exposed to his fans, his friends and family. And there's the second one. You can see where he did on this one. He was he was playing in an Elks Lodge. Okay, so what we did is we made it all up. It's the same exact photo, just changed the logo out, changed the color of the text, and changed all that information out. So he's able to use this. He can use this photo and this combination just about anywhere he goes or what he wants to do without spending a whole lot of money on having several photographs taken. He can do it and it becomes stock standard and people see it and it gets known. So there's a lot of reasons, a lot of things they can do with this. But this is what we do. And you notice up here I've got some negative space. I've got negative space down here. I use that. I kind of put him off to the side so we have him in a rule of thirds position. But there's not a lot of junk in this photograph. You don't have a lot of extra stuff. You got him and the information he needs to have presented. After we did the shoot for Justin Russell at Mama Tried, Justin and the band asked me if they could hire me to do a photo shoot at a farm for them because they were getting ready to do an album. They were going to do a press kit, and they were going to approach radio stations and record companies. So what we did is we met out at a farm. Believe it or not, this farm is right smack in the middle of Plano, Texas. It was in the middle of the city. But you couldn't tell it hardly from looking at it. Here's one of the photographs first taken for that shoot, and you can see that it has nothing to do with live music, but its birth comes from live music. There's what it looks like with just the logo and label on it. So if he wanted to do anything else, nothing else, he could just take this and put this out on social media or put it out someplace and use it in his press kit. This is one of the photos that we took right off the bat, and it's of the band. No instruments, no music, but it very much tells Justin Russell and his band. That's what it looks like when you have the logo put on it. So a lot of times you'll be shooting live music and drop it from there and not take it any further. And this is where somebody likes your stuff, they want to use your stuff, and they want to, sometimes they don't even know how to go about it. The artists don't even know how to go about it. So a little help, keeping in contact, making networking with them makes it's a big deal. As you can see, you don't have to be 100% 100% serious all the time either. We can have a little fun with Hondo in the outhouse there, and a lot of this stuff is just for their shows the band's personality and what they're going for, what they're actually like outside of playing music, but as a band. So you get a good idea what you're going to have with the band. There's the logo on it, so you can see what it looks like too. Just simple, just drop the logo in, boom, you're done. If you want some changes, you want something to put in, you make the changes, you do whatever you need, and it not only gets you the exposure. If you're being hired to do it, they're paying you to do it, and or they're at least trading or doing something in a barter for you. But this is where some of the live music leads to. So to wrap this up, some of the suggestions I can make for you. When you take your photographs, plan them out, make sure that you have something that you can work with, because not only is it just a photograph here and now, but it may be a photograph that you can use in the future. You have plenty of room up here, plenty of room down here, your composition's good and right. That photograph can come back and later be used by the artist for social media, for advertisements, for flyers, for handouts, for something for promotion for a venue. There's a lot of things you can do besides just taking the photograph for yourself and letting it sit on your hard drive for about 6 months. But this is a great honor, and I'm ecstatic when somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, can you do something for us? We'd like to use your stuff. We want to make it work." It's great. It's what it's all about. So if you find something in this video that is useful to you, you like it, please like it, man. I appreciate it. If you haven't, please subscribe. We're still growing, believe it or not. It's great, and we're getting more subscribers every day, and it's amazing. No one else will show you this kind of stuff for concept photography instruction. At least I don't know of anybody. So please follow us. We're going to try to bring new and different stuff every week to you, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.